It's a movie that is very American, as you can tell by this bald eagle flying through the West. And it is a very interesting movie, but it's one of those movies where I don't got much to say about it, since the movie kind of speaks for itself. Or at least it would speak for itself, but the narrator didn't fucking narrate all the time. Yeah, for some reason this movie was going to be pretty much completely a silent movie, minus the humans talking. But for some reason they decided, let's give the horse some narration. And I think they got Matt Damon to do it, or something like that. I don't even know. I gotta look it up. For some reason, the movie starts off with a horse giving birth, because that was necessary to see. It's kind of really realistic for some reason. I don't know why. I just guess they want to showcase this is where the character comes from. It comes with this circle here that's spinning around. If you don't like horses, this is not a good movie for you, because there's basically all horse stuff. I mean, if you don't like horses, I don't know what your problem is, because horses are awesome. So I kind of like this movie. But yeah, the most impressive thing about it is that the main character is a horse who doesn't talk. Like, none of the animals talk, and that is pretty interesting. I've always wanted to see an anime movie where they actually do that fully, and this one mostly does it. But every down and again, we get Matt Damon do a narration like that, this caption there. You know, that's just one of the many, many Bryan Adams songs that are really sappy, and they're okay, but they're a little overblown. And yeah, this is a horse movie about a horse that doesn't talk, which isn't awesome. But yeah, that's not the main plot. Let's get into that. It's about these two horses right here. Just kidding, they are not important at all in the movie. So Spirit is the name of the horse, even though he doesn't get that name till the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. But I mean, it's not really a spoiler because the movie's called Spirit. Stallion of the Cimarron. I don't know how to pronounce the word still. I mean, I looked it up and every time I was like, what the hell? What? I'm so confused. But anyway, even though he's winning right now, they do capture him. So let's get to that part. So these army men from the United States, the land of the free, decide that this horse is no longer going to be free, and they try to break the horse. But the horse has high spirit, so that's why he's called Spirit. And yeah. So eventually, the horse and this Native American, who's Lokita, whose name is Little Creek, and also there's also another one called Spinning Circle, but that's not important. And they escape from the pen together after almost dying, which is pretty neat. And Spirit falls in love with this other horse who has a name, but I don't remember it being said in the movie. Anyway, this is the horse of that guy. He just got saved. I guess he saved and they saved. They saved each other, you know? A little bromance here. A little horse and his boy. You ever read that book, A Horse and His Boy? Yeah, and he's kind of in this little area here, but he wants to go find back his tribe. But that's kind of hard because he doesn't know where they are. And the eagle reminds him of where he left. I mean, it's not much to say. I mean, why am I talking for a movie that doesn't even need to be spoken for? I mean, I guess it has to be spoken for because Matt Damon has to come in and say, yeah, that's me. I'm a horse. I didn't like that guy. Yeah, that was important for him to say that.
This one didn't look like a rattler, but I was still thinking, snake.
Yeah, so this guy that we got a nice info dump from the horse in his head is the main villain, and he's really into manifest destiny, the ideas of being grand and large, that he can claim anything, including a wild Mustang, which is a wild horse that came of Spanish origin. In case you're wondering, that happened to be running around America. Those Spaniards need to get control of their horse, they let a whole bunch of them running wild, enough to be a whole species. Same with Australians and their dogs. Like, how do you guys make dingoes? People these days, or back in the day. So the evil Americans ride in, destroy the Lakota camp, and they actually do a pretty good job at destroying it, because everyone gets damaged or dies, including that horse there. So Spirit's horse girlfriend gets injured and is about to die, but do those dirty Americans care? No. They were going to let her die as they take Spirit to some random railroad camp. Quite literally. So Spirit here, who is part of this train railroad manufacturing crap now, it's like, I'm going to start a horse slave revolt. All these horses, let's get the fuck out of here. And yeah, destroys the railroad company. Which is a shame, pal, but at the same time it's not, because you don't want to know who made those railroads for you guys. It is not a pretty sight. So, Spirit finds Little Creek again, and they escape from the dirty Americans pretty expertly, actually. They really fuck with their heads. So that general guy there decides, fuck it, we'll let him go. We lost here, and that's about it. So yeah, the main villain lets him go, which is actually a pretty interesting take of the villain, but you know, this is a very different movie, if you couldn't tell from the way I'm describing it. And yeah, that is the end. Spirit gets to go free, because, you know, he was freed by the guy, and he gets to bang a horse, too, because she also goes with him. Even though she used to be loyal, but, you know, whatever. Horses be horses. And yeah, Spirit is great. He's glad that he can run free, because he doesn't really like being tamed by humans. Even if he likes a human, he's like, whatever. Oh, I want to be free with my Mustang peers. And he finds his mom again. How lovely. I wonder if anyone will ruin this movie by making him get hitched up to a random little girl he's forced to have ride on his back and not be free out in the plains like he wants to be. But they would never do anything that stupid, right? Right? Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron is getting an 8 or a 4 out of 5. I did rate it a little higher the first time I saw it. I was more impressed by it then. Now I see a little bit more of the flaws. The pacing isn't the best, and it really showcases what it really was trying to do. It didn't really aim that well. It's good, and the animation is probably the best we are ever going to see from 2D DreamWorks, which isn't a lot. There's like 4 movies they did that were 2D, not counting the direct-to-DVD one. So I quite enjoy this movie, but at the same time, it does leave a little bit to desire. It's not really a great movie for kids to watch. I mean, they might enjoy it, but I think I saw it as a kid and nothing hit me. Like, I did not have any interest in watching it again, and I didn't remember anything about it. So it's a very interesting take for DreamWorks, at least. It has a little more adult themes, but it doesn't have anything that would appeal to kids, other than horses, I guess. But yeah, I do recommend watching Spirit Stallion the Cimarron, because it's a great movie to watch first time, not as much the second time, just to see the animation being told without any sound for the most part. Spirit is our first DreamWorks movie in the B tier. I think I might put Chicken Run in there because I wasn't really too solid on the 9. I started to put Answer, but every time I see it, I think, yeah, it's 9, but hindsight is like, is it really? But yeah, I don't know. And so that's Spirit's placement. Let's go see where the villain ranks. In our rank, the Colonel, which is his name, by the way, he doesn't have a full name. He's based off Colonel Custer, General Custer. Is he Colonel? I don't even know. Colonel Sanders is the Colonel. Yeah, I actually give him a pretty high ranking. I think he's a pretty interesting character. He's more nuanced. He has villainous moments, but as you see from the end, he actually is willing to let the heroes go because they defeated him, and he's willing to admit that. He's one of those characters who has an interesting moral compass based heavily on the old American ways of especially during the American Indian Wars, they call them, which doesn't make any sense. They're not Indians. Indians live in India, not in America. Well, I guess an Indian could live in America, but if they're originally from India, you get it! Anyway, I don't understand why people call Native Americans Indians to this day. So yeah, I think he's a pretty interesting character. Not the most best character ever, but I like him, and I'll put him and give him an A tier. And of course, there's some villain spoilers out there, but who cares? Thank you for watching, and if you like my videos, make sure to go to my Patreon and give me $1, because then you can see my videos earlier, and at this point, I think I have some of my books up there that you can also pay for also pretty cheap. I don't have anything expensive, just to give me some extra revenue sources. But you don't have to do that, you just keep on watching my videos. But if you want to see them early, go to my Patreon. I cannot wait for the next movie. Just kidding, I can't wait because it's Sinbad and it's not that interesting of a movie. Bye-bye.